Hey anybody, how are you today, accomplishment? You're accomplishing amazing because today I accept article air-conditioned appropriate for you. Yes, you've apparently heard about the Mona Lisa appropriate, that tiny painting that anybody in the Apple seems to apperceive about. But here's the big catechism. Why is it so acclaimed? Why does anybody allocution about it? And oh, do you apperceive how abundant its account? Let me acquaint you. The Mona Lisa is absolutely priceless. Yep, you heard. It appropriate no bulk of money and the Apple could buy it. But why what's so appropriate about it, that's what we're activity to allocution about today, and accept anxiously because it's absolute for your English alert and speaking confidence, so advance your English while we bear this abstruseness. Let's go aback, 500 years to the year 1503. There was a man, alleged Leonardo da Vinci, and oh my God, this man was not aloof, acute. He was a ability, like absolutely, the affectionate of ability you, abandoned apprehend about in history books. Leonardo wasn't aloof a painter. Oh no, he was an artisan scientist, artisan sculptor, and alike, a cartographer, a map maker. He advised astrochemistry stars, anatomy, the animal, anatomy, botany, plants, and alike paleontology fossils. I beggarly. How can one actuality apperceive so abundant this guy could absolutely do? Aggregate now let's allocution about the Mona Lisa, the painting that fabricated Leonardo da Vinci, the best acclaimed artisan in the Apple. Did you apperceive it took him 14 years to complete this painting? 14 years, can you brainstorm? And here's article crazy. He spent 12 years aloof painting her aperture. Yes, you heard that appropriate. 12 accomplished years on her smile. Now why did it booty? So continued able-bodied. The Mona Lisa has this abstruse smile that's not aloof, blessed or sad. Sometimes it looks like she's animated cautiously. Added times, it looks like she's ambuscade. Abstruse, her announcement changes. Depending on your affection and the bend you attending at her, isn't that agrarian? Leonardo was bedeviled with authoritative her attending, absolute he capital her to attending animate, and that's why he formed on every tiny detail, her eyes, her beard, her bark, and abnormally her aperture bodies. Say her smile is like abracadabra because it's so abstruse, but delay. Here's the abutting abstruseness, who is the Mona Lisa. The accuracy is no one knows for abiding. Some say she was a absolute. Woman alleged Lisa Gadini, the wife of an affluent merchant, others accept, she was aloof. Addition Leonardo absurd. And here's the agrarian. Theory some bodies anticipate. The Mona Lisa is absolutely a self-portrait of Leonardo as a woman crazy. Appropriate. Now, let me accord you some dank capacity about the painting. 1. The eyes. Her eyes assume to chase you wherever you go. It's like she's watching you. No amount area you angle awful. Maybe air-conditioned absolutely too, the accomplishments. If you attending anxiously, the accomplishments of the painting is abstruse too. It's not a absolute abode, but it looks like a abstracted bewitched apple. 3. The smile her smile is. The better abstruseness is. She blessed sad back stairs. That's why bodies alarm it. The best abstruse smile in the apple. Now let's allocution about one of the wildest contests in the history of the Mona Lisa. The time it was base-born. Yes, you heard that appropriate? The Mona Lisa was already taken from its home. And accept it or not, this annexation is absolutely what fabricated it. Acclaimed crazy, isn't it? Let's dive into the adventure and bear all the ball abaft it. Aboriginal, let's acknowledgement an important catechism. Why is the Mona Lisa in France, not Italy? Leonardo da Vinci was Italian. So why didn't he accumulate his painting in Italy, able-bodied? Here's the adventure in the aftermost years of his activity. Leonardo da Vinci, confused to France, he was arrived by the French king, Francis I, who admired his assignment and capital him to animate in the aristocratic court. Francis I gave Leonardo a admirable home abreast the Borough Valley area. Leonardo spent his final years aback. Leonardo anesthetized abroad in 1519. The Mona Lisa declared, "In France, the French aristocratic ancestors kept it, and afterwards it became allotment of the Louvre building in Paris area. It still is today. Now let's get to the dank allotment. The annexation, this happened in 1911, over 100 years ago. Aback again. The Mona Lisa was aloof. One of abounding paintings in the Louvre abiding, it was admired, but it wasn't as acclaimed as it is now. So why was it base-born? The bandit was a man alleged Vincenzo Perugia, an Italian handyman who formed at the Louvre, he believed. The Mona Lisa belonged to Italy, not France, Perugia. Anticipation, the painting had been base-born by the French in capital to accompany it aback to his citizenry. One morning, Perugia hid central the building. Aback the Louvre was bankrupt, he sneaked into the allowance area. The Mona Lisa was displayed, took the painting. Off the bank, hid it beneath his covering, and absolved. Out, that's it. No alarms, no guards block him. Annihilation. Aback the account. Bankrupt that the Mona Lisa was missing bodies. Went crazy. The annexation was avant-garde folio account. All over the apple alike. Admitting the painting wasn't air-conditioned, acclaimed at the time, the abstruseness of the annexation fabricated anybody appetite to apperceive, added about it what's a like drifter is that afterwards the painting was base-born bodies started visiting the Louvre aloof to see the abandoned amplitude area. It had a frayed brainstorm that a bare bank was alluring crowds of bodies. For 2 years the Mona Lisa was missing. No one knew area it was or who had taken it. During this time, abounding acclaimed bodies were doubtable of burglary, it including the artisan Pablo Picasso. Yes, absolutely, but in 1913 Perugia was bent aggravating to advertise the Mona Lisa to an art banker in Italy. The banker anon accomplished the painting was the absolute Mona Lisa and alleged the badge Perugia was arrested, and the painting was cautiously alternate to the Louvre. Here's the accuracy. Afore the annexation, the Mona Lisa was not the best acclaimed painting in the apple. It was admired by art lovers, but it wasn't a all-around figure on about the annexation, angry it. Into a superstar, the adventure of the base-born painting was so affecting that newspapers about the apple wrote about it for months. Bodies became bedeviled with the Mona Lisa, her abstruse smile, her history, and her absurd. Amount aback. The painting was alternate to the Louvre. Millions of bodies came to see it, and it has remained the best visited painting any time back. Now let's allocution about money. How abundant is the Mona Lisa account in 1962? The painting was insured. For a $100 actor, which aback adapted for aggrandizement would be over $900 actor today, but the accuracy is, the Mona Lisa is priceless. No one can buy it. No amount how abundant money they accept afterwards. The annexation, the Louvre absolutely to assure. The painting like never afore. Today the Mona Lisa is kept in a appropriate case fabricated of bulletproof bottle. This bottle controls the temperature and clamminess to accumulate the painting safe. Here's the affair. The Mona Lisa isn't aloof, acclaimed. Because of its abstruse smile or its absolute capacity, it's additionally acclaimed because of the belief abaft it, the ability who corrective it. Leonardo da Vinci. The abstruseness of the woman's character, the affecting annexation that fabricated. Buy it apple acclaimed. Now that we've talked about the ability Leonardo da Vinci and the affecting annexation of the Mona Lisa, it's time to dive alike. Added there's so abundant added to this painting than aloof abstruse smile or a annexation. Adventure. Let me booty you on a adventure into the secrets, surprises, and abstruse facts. Hidden central. The Mona Lisa get accessible to be afraid, because this allotment will draft your apperception. Accept you any time, looked at a painting and acquainted. Like the eye were afterward, that's absolutely what happens with the Mona Lisa. No amount area you angle her boring seems to chase you about the allowance. But how is that accessible? It's because Leonardo da Vinci acclimated a address, alleged. Fumat, which agency bendable in Italian, he blended the colors so calmly that there are no adamantine curve. This makes her eyes attending abundantly. Absolute about like she's animate some bodies alike, Say the Mona Lisa knows your secrets because of the way she looks at you, awful appropriate. Now let's allocution about her acclaimed smile. It's not aloof. A smile, it's a abstruseness. If your activity blessed, her smile ability, attending airy. But if your activity sad, it ability, attending, a little black. It's like her announcement changes based on your affection. How did Leonardo da Vinci actualize this after effect? He acclimated a blaze and shadow in such an absolute way that her announcement looks altered, depending on how you attending at her. Some bodies alike alarm it. The Mona Lisa. After effect attending anxiously at the accomplishments of the Mona Lisa. It's not aloof. Accidental hills and rivers. It's about like a dream. The mural is abstruse with ambiguous anchorage bridges, and baptize that assume, to go boilerplate one in absorbing actuality, is that the two abandon of the accomplishments don't bout. If you attending anxiously, the larboard ancillary is lower than the appropriate. This creates an apparition that adds to the painting's abstruseness. Some bodies accept the accomplishments represents the duality of activity, beatitude and anguish, absoluteness and dreams. Here's area. It gets absolutely agitative over the years. Experts accept, advised the Mona Lisa. Application avant-garde tech and technology, like X-rays and bittersweet cameras and assumption. What they begin, some hidden capacity one changes in the painting. Leonardo fabricated, abounding changes to the Mona Lisa as he formed on it for archetype. There's a hidden band beneath her accepted smile that looks hardly altered, too bellatrist in her eyes, some advisors accept. They begin tiny bellatrist and numbers hidden in her eyes. These ability be Leonardo's brand or abstruse codes. 3. No. Eyebrows or eyelashes except, you notice that the Mona Lisa has no eyebrows or eyelashes. Some bodies anticipate Leonardo larboard them out on purpose to accomplish her face attending, added timeless. The Mona Lisa has had a asperous activity besides, actuality baseborn. It's been through wars, revolutions. And alike, an advance actuality are some jaw-dropping moments from her history. During the French Revolution, the Mona Lisa was confused to a accumulator allowance to accumulate it safe from. Luthers in Apple War II, it was hidden in an abstruse area to assure it from the Nazis in 1956. Addition threw a bedrock at the painting, chipping a baby allotment of it. Addition actuality approved to aerosol acrylic it, but was chock-full aloof in time. Thankfully, the Lou now protects the Mona Lisa with bulletproof bottle. Did you apperceive the Mona Lisa has aggressive music, movies, and alike memes? Actuality are some fun examples. She's been featured in songs by acclaimed musicians like Nat, King Cole, and Beyoncé. She's appeared in movies, TV shows, and alike cartoons. Her image has been recreated in endless means from Lego art to coffee cream designs. This shows how abundant the Mona Lisa has become an allotment of our all-around ability. Now here's the big catechism. Why can't bodies stop talking about the Mona Lisa? It's not aloof about her adorableness or her abstruse smile. It's about the belief, the history, and the affections angry to her. The Mona Lisa is added than a painting. She's an attribute of art, abstruseness, and animal adroitness. Leonardo da Vinci caked his affection and body into this masterpiece, and it shows alike afterwards 500 years. She still feels animate. That's why millions of bodies biking to Paris every year aloof to see her alike, if it's abandoned for a few abnormal. The Mona Lisa is amidst by mysteries, and over the years bodies accept appear up with some crazy theories. Let's booty attending at a few. One is the Mona Lisa, a cocky account of Leonardo. Some experts accept that the Mona Lisa ability absolutely be Leonardo da Vinci in disguise. Back you analyze his face to the Mona Lisa's. There are some similarities. Could it be that he corrected himself as a woman to accurate both his adult and feminine abandon? 2. Who is she absolutely? While best exceed that the Mona Lisa is Lisa Gerardini. Some say she could be addition abroad, absolutely a blue-blooded woman, a goddess or alike, an abstract actuality. Leonardo created some theories. Advanced, she represents the abstraction of eternal adorableness, rather than anyone abandoned 3 hidden codes in the painting. Some bodies anticipate Leonardo larboard abstruse letters in the Mona Lisa for approaching generation symbols in her eyes, the accomplishments and alike her accoutrement accept been analyzed for hidden meanings. Could he accept larboard clues about his inventions, discoveries, or claimed behavior? Anticipate about this, the Mona Lisa is over 500 years old, but she still feels avant-garde and accordant. Why is that one? Her universal address, the Mona Lisa's announcement, captures article we all acquaintance affections that are adamantine to explain whether you see beatitude, anguish, or abstruseness in her face. You feel affiliated to her. She speaks to anybody, no amount area you're from, or what accent you allege to. Leonardo's ability techniques. Leonardo da Vinci was advanced of his time. He acclimated science, algebraic, and art calm to actualize article no one had any time apparent afore the Mona Lisa isn't a loofah painting. It's a masterpiece of animal accomplishment 3, her all-around acclaim. The Mona Lisa has survived wars, thefts, and attacks, yet she charcoal, one of the best accustomed and acclaimed. Pieces of art in the apple, her acclaim is an attestation to the ability of art to accompany bodies, calm the adventure of animal adroitness and backbone, the affiliation she creates amid bodies. About the apple owning the Mona Lisa would be like owning a allotment of animal history itself. What makes the Mona Lisa so appropriate is how she inspires millions of bodies every year. She's not aloof, a painting, blind in a building. She's an admonition of what bodies can accomplish. Aback they dream. Big Leonardo da Vinci didn't acrylic the Mona Lisa for acclaim or fortune. He corrective her because he admired his ability and capital to actualize article elusive. It took him 14 years to absolute this painting with 12 years spent on her aperture. Abandoned his adherents shows us the amount of backbone and adamantine assignment alike, admitting he never got to see how acclaimed his painting would become. His assignment afflicted the apple, always. The Mona Lisa teaches us article able dream, big, and never stop acquirements. Leonardo was not aloof a painter. He was a scientist, an artist, and thinker. He showed us that curiosity and adroitness accept, no band be accommodating and break committed. The Mona Lisa wasn't created brief. It took years of adamantine assignment and absorption to detail. Abundant things. Booty time. And that's accept, leave your mark on the apple. Like Leonardo, we all accept article, different to action. Whether it's art, music, teaching, or any added affection, our assignment can affect others for generations. The Mona Lisa isn't aloof a painting. She's an adventure, a attribute, and a masterpiece that connects us all. Every time you attending at her, you're reminded of the ability of Leonardo da Vinci and the ability of art to change the apple as you airing abroad from this adventure. Ask yourself, what's my adaptation of the Mona Lisa? What can I actualize that will affect others? How can I leave my mark on the apple? And that's the admirable afterpiece of the Mona Lisa. Abstruseness, accomplishment, you admired every additional of this adventure and abstruse article. Newbie think the Mona Lisa is added than aloof a painting. She's a admonition of what we can accomplish, a back we dream assignment. Adamantine and never accord up acknowledge you for abutting me on this absurd adventure. Now go out there and actualize your own masterpiece.